Hey guys, and thanks for joining me for yet another video. Now in this presentation, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be remixing a meal. What that means exactly is we're going to gather a bunch of our leftovers, in this case, chicken breasts, green peas, and rice. And we're going to create a whole new menu out of that. So in this case, we came up with chicken fried rice. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to create this. So let's... Hey y'all, and welcome to another video. In this presentation, I am going to be showing you how to reinvent another meal out of leftovers. So here I have some chicken breast that's been cooked. I'm just going to be chopping that up a little bit finer for what I'm about to make. I have some leftover rice. I have some green peas. I have a piece of celery that I'm going to just chop up real fine. And to that, I'm going to need a few other ingredients you're going to need is you're going to need some toasted sesame seed oil. You can use regular cooking oil. I just like this flavor for what I'm about to make. I have some soy sauce, some Chinese soy sauce. I have some chicken base seasoning. I have some minced ginger, minced garlic, and 1 egg. So if by now, based on these ingredients, you probably guessed it, I am going to make a chicken fried rice. Yeah, so join me and I'll show you how to get this. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil into this pot. When that heats up, actually I just turned it on. It can heat up later on. I'm just going to put my celery in there. That's my chopped celery. I'm going to let that fry for about 5 minutes with me stirring it probably once every minute out of that 5 minutes. And then next after that, we're going to be adding the egg. So I cracked my egg and I whisked it here and it's ready to go. It's been about 5 minutes of our celery frying. As you can see, I created a little space in the middle of the pot, which I'm going to use to fry this egg. Before I actually fry it, I'm actually going to put a tip more of sesame seed oil before I drop the egg in the middle of that. So like a teaspoon more of oil, and then we're going to fry that egg. So yeah, now we're going to put our egg in and keep it in the middle there. We're going to let it kind of firm up first before we start interacting with it. Meaning I'm gonna let it start forming on the edges first before I start, else the celery will just get all caught up in it. So I'm just gonna fry it in the middle, but I'll let it set on the edges first before I really, scramble it. So yeah, so as you can see, it's formed quite a bit there. So I'm just now gonna be tossing it around. I just wanted the egg to be formed before I start messing with it or mashing it. So I use the back of a spoon to mash into the egg just to break it down some more, because I don't need big chunks of egg, but I do need little pieces. So I'm gonna just do this till I break down those bigger pieces, and then we're gonna put in our rice next. That goes in here. So next we're gonna put in our rice. Here I have about, I would say, almost 3 cups, so 2.5 cups of cooked rice. I'm just going to be adding that to here. On top of that, we're going to be putting in some soy sauce. We're going to be adding, I would say, safely 3 tablespoons to start. So that's 3 tablespoons. We're also going to put in some chicken base seasoning. We're also going to put in a teaspoon of minced ginger and a teaspoon of minced garlic. Yeah. And then we can also put in our chicken that's been minced. We're going to hold back on the peas because it's going to get too soft. So now we're going to start incorporating these flavors. So we're going to give this a mix till all your white rice is brown. So yeah, using the back of your spoon, you're just going to break in these white pieces of rice. You're going to just be breaking it in and mixing it in like so. Trying to get all the clumpiness out. I don't like clumps in my rice, so I'm just gonna be using the back of the spoon to make sure it's all blended in nicely. I turned my fire at this point down to medium low, and yeah, so after mixing your rice in and breaking it down, You don't have to wait any extra time. You can just throw your peas in, because I mean your peas are pretty much cooked, and I put them in at a point in the rice where you're not really stirring it up too much. So yeah, just so the peas keep its form, you know. So basically this is ready to go. It's ready to be served. I'm just gonna transfer it into a container and show you. I'm just gonna put a hint of parsley. I'd say half a teaspoon's worth, not too much, just to give me a little bit of color. So I'm just gonna put half a teaspoon of parsley flakes, and then I'm gonna stir that in. I'm about to transfer this into a bowl, and this is ready to go. So here we have our chicken fried rice, guys.